Pie crust. Hey y'all, it's Carrie Morey with Callie's Hot Little Biscuit here in my home kitchen in Charleston, South Carolina. And I thought I'd share with you today my grandmother Mama's butter pie crust, which is so easy to make and it's great to have on hand. I keep them in the freezer, and it's just something really nice to have on hand for sweet and savory. Savory's my favorite pie. So come along and I'll show you how to do it. This recipe is so great, and I've even enlisted some good advice from one of my favorite pie makers, Amanda Wilbanks from Southern Baked Pie. Here's her secret, and now mine. Don't use water that you don't need. My recipe has a variation in it, so I always have a tablespoon with ice cold water. That is the key. 2 cups of all-purpose flour, cold cubed butter, and a little bit of salt to go into the flour that I'm just gonna mix together. And I always have a little bit of extra flour for dusting, and I've got my parchment paper here as well. And the next thing we're gonna do is just add all this butter and work really quickly, and you just work it into the flour. Very similarly actually to biscuits, your dough would look like finely grated Parmesan cheese. Okay, so now you can see this is my flour and my butter and a little bit of salt in that all-purpose flour. I'm gonna just add enough cold tablespoons of water. I'm gonna start with 2.5, and I'm just using that liquid as a binder just to bring it together. So now we're ready and almost finished. I add just a little bit of dusting flour. This will actually make 2 pie rounds, and then I'm gonna cover it with parchment. And this is going to the fridge for about 30 minutes to firm up, and then it'll be so much easier to roll out. So the pie crust has been in the refrigerator for about 30 minutes, and now we're gonna roll it out. It shouldn't be soft, but it shouldn't be cold. That will make it easy, and I like to use ample flour so it doesn't stick. But I like to put it in parchment and cover it, and I love the free form of it. I still have a little bit of work to go, but y'all get the idea. But this tastes better than store-bought. A little extra work is worth the time.